जय हिंद बच्चों, welcome to my today's class. Today we will study about the topic complex number, class 11. So first of all, we will know what is the need of study of complex number. क्या जरूरत है हमको इनको पढ़ने की, क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए हमें इन नंबर्स को. ओके, सबसे पहले मैं आपको यही बताने की कोशिश करूंगी. ओके, सो नाउ लेट मी शेयर स्क्रीन फर्स्ट. तो बच्चों, in class 11th you have studied the solution of quadratic equation. I think you all are aware with the standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a does not equal to 0. Okay, because if a is equal to 0, then it will not be quadratic, because this term ax square will not be there and it will remain linear equation in variable x. Okay, so now if you remember, you also studied about the nature of root. The quadratic formula for finding the roots is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. If I ask from you what we call b square minus 4ac, then I think you all are aware this is discriminant d. Now on the basis of discriminant, we can define the nature of roots. If discriminant is greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. Okay, and if d is equal to 0, then equal and real root. And if you recall, when d is less than 0, then you were told that roots are not real. But आपको ये कभी नहीं बताया गया कि if the roots are not real, then what type of they are. Now we will extend our topic to the numbers which are not real. Okay, which are not real. If the numbers are not real, then what we call them. Okay, so if an equation is given to you, x square plus 1 is equal to 0, find the roots of this equation. This will give the root x square is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to plus minus under root minus 1. So what we call this minus 1, this under root minus 1 is called iota. Under root minus 1 is called iota, I, small I. A mathematician is given its name first, which was Euler's. Okay, so I is equal to under root minus 1. So from here, we can write I is under root minus 1. So what is I square? I square is minus 1. Okay, if I try to find out the value of I cube, then it is I square into I, that is minus 1 into I, that is minus I. Similarly, I raised to the power 4, that is I square whole square, that is minus 1 whole square, that is 1, etc. So in this way, you can write the different powers of I. Okay. So now we will move towards the number which includes I. Okay. Now let me introduce complex number. Complex number complex number are the number which are in the form a plus ib, a plus ib, where a and b belongs to r, and these numbers are denoted by z. Z is equal to a plus ib. The numbers which can be written in the form of a plus ib are called complex number, where a and b both are real. Its real part of z, real part is a, and imaginary part is equal to b. So these are its real and imaginary parts. So the number in the form of a plus ib are called complex numbers, right? Chaliye. Now let us move with the equality of two complex number. Bacho, if you have two numbers, two complex numbers, z1 is equal to z2 if their corresponding parts are equal. Corresponding parts means their real part as well as their imaginary parts are equal. So this can be used in some application, like find the value of, suppose the question is find the value of x and y if 2x plus iy, 2x plus iy is equal to 5 plus 4i. As I told you, two complex numbers are equal if their real and imaginary parts are equal. This means we can say x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4. If you equate their corresponding real and imaginary parts. Now we will come to the next. We can understand how to add or subtract the complex number. Let we have two complex number, z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i and z2 is equal to 3 minus 4i, and we are going to add or subtract these numbers. So now write z1 plus z2. So 2 plus 3i and 3 minus 4i. So nothing is there. You can do simply, we have to add these. So add their real part and imaginary part separately. So 2 plus 3 plus I is common, or 3 minus 4. So we can write 5 minus I. So in that way, you can subtract or add two complex number. So बच्चों आपने देखा, it is very simple. Add only the real part and imaginary part separately. Now come to the next thing, multiplication of complex number. As we did the addition, simply we can do the multiplication. So बच्चों, suppose there are two complex numbers, z1 is equal to 3 plus 5i and Z2 is equal to 4 minus I. So how to get multiply both of them? So Z1 into Z2 is equal to 3 plus 5I into 4 minus I. So get it multiplied. 3 4 ja 12 minus 3I plus 20I minus 5I square. So this is now at the real and imaginary part. So 12 plus 17I, now minus 5. This I square is minus 1. So this is 12 plus 17I plus 5. So 17 plus 17I. Simple multiplication. Okay. And whenever you have I square, just put its value. I square is minus 1. Always put the value of I square when you are either you are multiplying or you are adding or you are dividing the two complex number, right? So this is 12 plus 17I minus 5 into minus 1. So 12 plus 5 again 17. So in that way the answer is 17 plus 17I. Okay. In the same way, we can add, we can divide complex number. So, okay, let's take two numbers. Z1 is equal to 2 plus I and Z1, Z2 is equal to 2 minus I. So try to find out Z1 upon Z2. So this is 2 plus I upon 2 minus I. First of all, multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Conjugate means replace I by minus I. The conjugate of denominator 2 minus I is equal to 2 plus I. How to write the conjugate? Replace I by minus I. Okay, so multiply numerator and denominator both. So now it is, you can say 2 plus I whole square and upon a plus b, a minus b, this is 2 square minus I square. So 4, apply the identity, 4 plus I square plus 2I and niche 4, I square is minus 1. So this is 4 minus 1 plus 2I upon 5. So this is 3 plus 2I upon 5. So we can write it in the standard form a plus ib I2 upon 5. So what is the real part of this? 3 upon 5 and imaginary part of this is 2 upon 5. So here what we have applied? We have applied the identity a minus b, a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Similarly, a plus b whole square equals a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. So these are the identity which we have used here. Okay. So in that way, we have studied about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. अब चलते हैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस की तरफ. कुछ क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे. How to solve the questions. Basic problems based on complex number. Okay. So let me take first question. Find the value of question number 1. I should take evaluate evaluate I raised to the power 28. So, bachcho, how to find the solution of this? We can write, we will try it right as a multiple of 4. 4 7 ja 28. I can write it I raised to the power 4 raised to the power 7. And you know I4 is 1 and 1 raised to the power 7 is 1. Similarly, evaluate I raised to the power minus 39. When you have negative power, then you write its reciprocal. I raised to the power 39 by using the laws of exponent. Now, again, we will break it. I raised to the power 36 into I. Okay. 30, again 36 because 36 is the multiple of 4. I raised to the power 4 raised to the power 9. So this is I. I raised to the power 4 can be written as I, 1 into I. Now again we will rationalize it. I upon I square. So I upon minus 1, that is minus I. So this is the way to find the value of negative power of I. Okay. Now one more question can be taken. Suppose I have to solve I raised to the power 4n plus 1 minus I raised to the power 4n minus 1 upon 2. Find the value of this. So how you can find it? I raised to the power 4n into I minus I raised to the power 4n into I raised to the power minus 1. This is 2. I raised to the power 4 raised to the power n. This is I raised to the power 4 raised to the power n. This is 1 upon I and upon 2. So this is 1 raised to the power n I minus 1 raised to the power n into 1 upon I and upon it is 2I. Now this is I because I 1 raised to the power n is 1. 1 minus 1 upon I upon 2I. So this is I square minus 1 upon 2I. Okay. Now this is I square is minus 1 minus 1 upon 2I. So this is minus 2 upon 2I. So this is 2 is cancelled. So 1 upon I. Now we have to rationalize it. I upon I. So this is minus I upon I square. So this is minus I upon minus 1. That means I. So this is the solution of this question. Okay. Where the power of I is even, है ना? Or multiple of 4. Then its value is always 1. You keep in mind. So these are the some basic tips to solve the solution, to solve the basic problems on complex number. Now let us take one complex problem. Okay. Find the value of x cube minus 4x square minus 9x plus 97, where x is 4 plus root 7I. Now this is given as x is equal to 4 plus I root 7. So from here you can find x minus 4 is equal to I root 7. On squaring both sides, x minus 4 whole square is I root 7 whole square. This means apply the identity x square minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 7I square. So this is x square minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 7 minus 1. Put the value of I square is equal to minus 1. So here we can write x square minus 8x minus, sorry, plus 23 is equal to 0. This is equation number 1. Now divide x cube minus 4x square, 4x square. Now divide x cube minus 4x square minus 9x plus 97 by x square minus 8x plus 23 is equal to 0. Then we have x cube minus 4x square minus 9x plus 97. You can divide it. It will be equal to x square minus 8x plus 23 into x plus 4. You can divide. बच्चों, है ना? This you have done in class 10th also. Into and plus 5. You can check it. If you divide this cubic polynomial by this quadratic polynomial, then we will have x square minus 8x plus 23 into x plus 4 plus 5. Remainder will be 5. Now we have, what is its value? This is 0. So 0 into x plus 4 plus 5, that will give its value 5. So the value of x cube minus 4x square minus 9x plus 97 is 5. Okay. So this is the complex problem based on complex number. Earlier, I told you some basic problems. Okay. So I will end my class with this only. Thank you.